Can you turn your Bible to 2 Samuel chapter 9 from verse 1? And David said, there yet any other left in the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake. I am talking about from zero to hero. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time and a season whereby everybody complains of being nothing or having nothing or doing nothing. But there is a God that finds you at the place of your lower level to the place of your higher level. A day came in the history of David that he have helped so many people, but there was somebody that is not being helped. Ladies and gentlemen, you may encounter a challenge in your life whereby everybody is promoted and you are not promoted. You may encounter a challenge in your life. Everybody have given testimony and you have not given your testimony. You may have come to a level everybody is getting married and you are not married. You may have come to a level whereby everybody has built house and you have not built house. But it came to a moment of a time, there was a time, the Bible says, David became uncomfortable for sake of one person. I decree over your life, wherever you are watching me from, may somebody be uncomfortable until what you are looking for is done. Can we read it further and see this? Because I am talking about from zero to hero. And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Ziba. And Ziba, when they had called him unto David, the king said unto him, art thou Ziba? And he said, thy servant is he. And the king said, is there not any of the house of Saul that I may show the kindness of God, not the kindness of David? When God wants to make you a hero, is not man. Huh? When God wants to make you a hero-ness, is not what? Man. He can only use man. Imagine, in the history we are reading, Saul died. Ziba was 5 years old. His father, his grandfather, they died on the same spot. One battle killed his parental lineage. One war. I don't know who is a widow here. I don't know who is an orphan here. I don't know who is rejected here. I don't know who is passing through a situation that you look like you will never make it in life. God have reserved a man. God have reserved a woman. God have reserved some people purposely for the day of your hero ceremony. Every hero, every hero-ness, there is someone reserved for you. And that person that is reserved for your life, you may not identify the person by look, but by action you will know they are sent by God. Ziba was a servant of Jonathan. The day Jonathan died, Ziba took Mephibosheth and said, Mephibosheth, you are fatherless. You have no grandfather. You have nobody. But I will be somebody for your sake because I see the hero in you is buried in your crippleness. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a generation where people ignore what has treasure in it. Real people, they look for nothing and make it something. Real people, they search for people who are destitute and make them desperate. It is your responsibility as a child of the kingdom to look on how to raise people, not how to destroy people. Ziba knew they belonged to a family of royalty, but the royalty was dethroned. There are situations that happens, and God preserves someone in your family just for that purpose. How many of you know Miles Moron? Miles Moron, of blessed memory, he is late now. Miles Moron was nursed by his elder sister. It was the elder sister that was taking care of him when he was small boy. And the elder sister was swinging him when he was a boy. Baby, how many of you? Huh? You took care of your younger ones and you are the one taking care of them. And Miles Moron was a baby in the hands of what? Of his elder sister. Shortly, ladies and gentlemen, it was not long. Miles Moron was called into ministry, and he began a ministry. And then his elder sister became his personal secretary. So when she was swinging this guy, in heaven they are saying, you are swinging your boss. You are taking care of your boss. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what you are doing. When you are helping somebody, you may not know you are helping your destiny. When you care about certain situations, you don't know you are protecting your tomorrow. And that is why I am in the opinion that we should stop hating one another and begin to love one another. Because the last door that was closed, you don't know who will open it for you when you will enter. Ziba could have left the house when Saul and Jonathan died. He would have said, this is the end of the train of the royalty. But he said, I will not stop the end of the serving the royalty. I will serve them even in the absence of the father. So the day the president of Israel was looking for somebody, they first have to look for Ziba. Why? Because Ziba has the key to Mephibosheth. And Mephibosheth has the key to Ziba. Hold the hand of your neighbor and say, neighbor, can we know each other more better? I am sick and tired when you come to service and you never like to greet anybody. You come here alone, you pick your Bible alone without talking to somebody. You may not know. Try to tell somebody good evening, good morning. It does not cost you anything. Try to put smile on your face. It's expensive. Now, all that you are looking for, the person may be here. And you have never tried to know where are you walking. Ziba took care of somebody that was useless to society. You know, handicapped, they are beggars in our society. But he said, me, I'm interested in taking care of a handicap. Did you see how life goes? Now, let me tell you the format of life. This is how life is, please. Everybody, respect anybody you see. Whosoever you meet, whether the person has money or no money, whether the person has school or no school, whether the person knows something or do not know something. Respect everybody because life is like this. Where you met here, it will come one day, you will still come here. And in the process of going here, like this, you are meeting different people, you are meeting different situations. So, I call it life cycle. Huh? Now, imagine, Ziba met Mephibosheth at the age of 5. 5 years. Does it look like something you will carry to your house? A crippled boy. Huh? But do you know that some of you that are here, you cannot help somebody just like that. You must know why you must help the person. But let me tell you, if you work in an office, if you work in any area, no matter how serious your work is, find somebody and do him favor that you do not know. One day, they will say it was one man that we are not even related that helped me. Ziba, give me. Ziba, huh? Ziba has a reason not to pick this boy at the age of 5. 5 years old. But Ziba decided to say, I will pick my former boss' son. This is not his uncle. Yes, eh? Yes, Ziba was in charge of agricultural activity in the family of Saul. And he was serving Jonathan directly as a food minister. He was the one supplying grain in the house. And all of a sudden, Jonathan died. Saul died. He has a right to pack everything they have and run and leave the child. Yes, but what did he do? He picked the crippled boy called Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth was a crippled boy. But the day an issue was raised in the palace, in the presidency, they have to look for Ziba. Because to get Mephibosheth, the gate's key is in the hands of Ziba. And where is Ziba? They were living in Lodeba. What is Lodeba? Lower level. They were living in absolute obscurity. dark region, on third road, place that does not look like a city. We must open up our hearts as Christians to be lovers. Because what originates Christianity was love. Not condemnation and criticism. Not a campaign of I am better than that one is better than me. Today we come to church, people compare cars. People compare dress. People compare hairstyle. People compare workplace. No. Real love has nothing to do with that. We are all opportune to be where we are. And by reason and season in time, we will all be somebody, because life is fair when it comes to turn by turn. Life is what? Is fair when it comes to turn by turn. You may be seated here, you trek to be here, you enter Napep to be here, but one day you are coming with even convoy. Who knows? Just as Mephibosheth's life was hidden in his crippleness, was hidden in his disability, was hidden in his incapacity to attend colleges and universities, yet there was still one key that was with his life. Now let me tell you, mind you, when David was looking for him, David at that time was looking for Jonathan, not Mephibosheth. He was not looking for Mephibosheth, he was looking for who? Jonathan. Why? Because of the love. Because of the love seed that was sown in David. Though the man was dead, but the love was speaking. Do you see the importance of love? Touch your neighbor again and say, do you really love me? Or we are just neighbor here? What was he looking for? He was looking for Jonathan that time. But where is Jonathan? Jonathan died and left a seed that was planted. The seed was planted in who? In David. So when David was not, when Jonathan was not around, David was looking for who will harvest what has grown up in him all these years. And what has grown up? It was Mephibosheth that will now go for the harvest of the love of Jonathan. Let me speak to all of us. Majority of us, we have children. We should not live in assisting only our children. We should assist other people's children. Because we don't know who will come and assist our great-grandchildren. Love is not optional. When you, like me, in the prophetic, the day I stop loving, that's the day I stop prophesying. I can't prophesy to you without love. I look at you with love first, until there's a love in my heart concerning you to change, concerning you to get the job, concerning you to get married, concerning your father to be healed, concerning you to have something. I must first come on the vehicle of love. Love is a healing medication. So many times people come to me, and when I see the problem they are going through, I just know they lack love. Love. Now, Ziba was called upon. And when Ziba came, do you know what David said? He said, are you Ziba? Because they need to cross-check. They will not give that favor to a 419. They need genuineness. All right. And there was of the house of Saul's servant whose name was Ziba. So they know the name is Ziba, but they need to cross-check at the entrance. So there was a ticket that would be given. And when they had called him and said unto David, the king said unto him, art thou Ziba? And he said, thy servant is here. What? This is not a 419. I am the real Ziba you have been looking for all over Israel. I live in Lo-Debar. No question about it. I am the one you are looking for. And the king said, is there not any of the house of Saul that I may show the kindness of? Now let me tell you this. Do you know why they do not ask, is there anyone of the house of Jonathan? Your father is your roots. Your spiritual connection with your father. Do you know why? He was looking for, the reason why he met Jonathan is because of Saul. Oh, you do not get it. Their connection was because of Saul. So they went to the roots of